Welcome back. We do have some mails here. Let's see if we can take a few mails before we're almost out. Etugudo says, I give INEc 80%. I'm from Akwa Ibom, and I'm very impressed with INEc. Obi says, compared to Professor Ewu and others before him, INEc under Jega has done well in the conduct of the 2015 elections. But compared with other advanced democracy, I can only score INEc 47%. Dr. Sikiru says, this is an essential discussion. INEc resisted the pressures from the presidency, the military, and the entire armed forces, and the powerful politicians to lay a solid foundation for sustainable and credible electoral process in Nigeria. Is a distinction for Jega and his team. Dr. Sikiru Tosin says, INEc can be given pass mark but not distinction because there were lapses on the part of INEc during elections. However, if we give INEc distinction, that means they don't need any improvement. That's from Tosin. Teachers will agree with that one. INEc has done well, but they do not deserve a distinction. Pass mark is okay, 45%. Abdul Basit said the law is you can only vote where you are registered. So in no way is INEc in fault for persons who have moved to vote in their current place of domicile. So unless the National Assembly amends the law remains. Okay, gentlemen. At this point in time,
yes,
we're about to...
A tweet came from Akwa Ibom that allotted 80% to INEc. And one can easily adduce without
that he
fear.
probably is one of those who rigged the election.
No. One can easily adduce that he's probably on the side of the winner. As against Mr. Iboro, my friend, who is on the side of the loser in Akwa Ibom. And he's bringing down items on top of INEc. We must agree that if INEc maintains the tempo of today and improves on it, Nigeria will be a lot better for it. Nigeria will be a lot better for it.
Okay.
Now, you see, impunity goes to the root of what we are talking about. A chain is as strong as its own weakest point. That is a fact accepted universally. You cannot say, when you have states where elections were completely mismanaged, that INEc deserve a distinction. Because those states become the weakest point in INEc's chain. INEc cannot, therefore, simply walk away from those problem areas.
So what do you say about the rest of the 33 states where INEc performed to your own satisfaction?
I am saying, overall,
yes,
INEc deserves a pass mark. We cannot say, go and repeat the class as a teacher.
Yes.
INEc should move on and improve upon it. Because overall, the picture that has come out... The picture that has come out...
Like double promotion.
Yeah, no, it doesn't deserve double promotion. The picture that has come out is good, and we can commend INEc, but we can never give INEc distinction.
Right.
Why we can't give INEc distinction? These failures in states and places that I have mentioned.
Those who are even talking about advanced democracies, you remember the election of George Bush, what happened in Florida? You recall?
I do recall.
Yes. In Florida.
Yes, that was an oddball.
Okay. Was it INEC?
That was an oddball.
Was it INEC in America?
We have to end at this point in time, but we'll end with this comment that both of you will react to, and we'll close. I completely disagree with Mr. Nzako on his assertion that those that did not collect their PVCs did not make efforts to collect them and are impatient Nigerians. He got it very, very wrong and has misrepresented Nigerians like myself in a bad light. Let him speak for himself.
Well, that is personal
That's
opinion.
Augustine.
That is his personal opinion. I said some Nigerians did not make enough efforts to collect PVC. And some Nigerians who made efforts collected their PVC. You can never generalize. It will always be in relative terms. And then you agree with me that some Nigerians actually did not make efforts. Even some Nigerians who collected the PVC did not go out to vote. And that was why you come to a polling booth where registered voters who collected PVC will read about 210, and then only about 105 will come and vote. Sometimes only about 120 will come and vote. Where were the rest 100 or the rest 8 something?
Okay.
So
your closing moment.
I have already said this.
Okay.
I have already said this. I told Mr. Nziako, my friend, that he is simply maligning and slandering Nigerians by saying we are not patient people. That we are very patient people. If we could tolerate so much
injustice,
if we could tolerate so much injustice, so much wrong that has been done to us over the years, and the fact that Nigerians patiently queued to vote all night, in fact, some in the rain, what better definition of patience could
Those
you get?
ones were patriotic Nigerians.
Okay,
What of
thank
those
you,
ones at
thank
home,
you.
and those ones playing football
Thank
in
you.
open field
Thank you.
on the
Thank
day
you.
of election.
Thank you,
INEC deserves
Mr.
a
Fred
thanks, man, not a
Zako,
distinction.
an economist and legal practitioner. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you, my brother.
And Mr. Ibo Otonga, thank you. Mr. Ibo Otonga, thank you for coming, a communication artist. Thank you for coming. Thank you at home for letting us be a part of your need. For those that sent in comments, there are quite a number of them that we couldn't take, but I want to thank you. I want to encourage you to keep them coming in. Till bring you another edition of the show. Good night.